Hello, welcome to my presentation on my app, which I've chosen today is Class Dojo. Class Dojo is a teacher and student side app which allows you to have a better handle on behaviour management. There are two sides to the app. There's the teacher side and the student side. We'll have a quick run through the teacher side first. Here we can see the home screen of the teacher app, which has all your classes laid out. I've got two classes at the moment, one which is my full-time class and one is the demo class which I'll be showing you today. You can set your classes up on the computer, either through uploading a spreadsheet of names or by manually inputting the children, which takes a little bit longer. These are then synced to your iPad, which you're logged into, so you could be logged into any number of devices if you've got multiple devices in your school, or if you've got multiple adults in the classroom that need to be assigning points, then if they've got other devices, it's not just reliant on you adding the points in. So you can see inside my class here, there are all the students laid out and they've all got their own avatar, something that which they can personalise themselves as well, which just gives it a little bit more of that sort of link to them. You can see here that if I click on one of the students, they have 3 points that they can be awarded positively. They've got working hard, participating, being on task. And on the other side, they have 3 that they can be awarded negatively, off task, talking out of turn, unprepared. You can add in the points for different behaviours that you wish to promote or to try and get rid of in your school, whether things that's like bullying on the red side, or pushing in dinner lines or whatever. On the positive side, things like handwriting, creativity, taking part, all those kinds of things that you think, yeah, I need to push that. You can also weight those points as well, so if they're worth more than one, for example, if I want to push creativity, I think that might be worth 2 or 3 points, as opposed to just, I don't know, general behaviour in the classroom, which might be worth just the 1 point. Once pressed, these are then awarded to the student, and his score, Bradley's, has gone up. If I do Johnny's, where you can see he's got 0 points, he's participating, his has just gone up now. What's really nice is that you can see on the report that he's got a whole breakdown of his strengths. Now he's only got green at the moment because he's only done good things, because I've only given him 1 positive point. But if I have a look at someone like Bradley, then he's got a fairly big percentage of green, but also a bit of red as well. And that's because he's had -1 for talking out of turn at some point. This is just a demo, but you can obviously see that there's a breakdown there that the child understands, and what's really nice is the parents get updated in real time as well, so they can see what's been going on with their children throughout the day. This also feeds back into a whole class report as well, so there's also that sort of benefit of working together as a group and as a team to try and get their score as positive as possible. My guys get golden time at the end of the week, which is an activity sort of lesson which they can choose what they want to do in, and if they don't get over 90%, then that's something that gets taken away from them, and we think about how we can maybe improve our score for the next week. 67% for them would be pretty awful. They would be devastated at that, so they will be glad that that's not their class. Talking about the parents, you can add the parents in to Class Dojo. This is an optional thing, you don't have to do it, but it does mean that there's an option to have an instant messaging communication service with parents. As long as you're firm and tell them when you won't be available, then they really appreciate the fact that they don't have to be in the playground to be able to catch you at the end of the day or at the start of the day. They can just leave their message on the dojo, a bit like an answer machine really. A couple of other nice features about the teacher side is that there's a blog post built in, and you can add in your pictures and posts on there. This is a demo one, but it's really simple. Just press the photo button. You can either take a picture or select from your pictures. Alternatively, there is also the randomizer, the random selection part of the app, which chooses students at random for you, so you don't have to worry about selecting the same student all the time, because they put their hands up, or they're the ones that know all the answers. This just allows them to have all equal opportunities. The other side of the app is the student side of the app, which is slightly different. And you can see on this one, they have the option here to customise their avatar, so they can choose what their avatar looks like. So if I just hit a couple of randoms, they can go from there and then start selecting how else they want to change their avatar, different bodies and so on and so forth. So it just makes it a bit more personal for them. But they can also log in and check their reports as well. This student hasn't had any points awarded this week, so it's all grey. But you can see how they can be following it themselves, particularly useful for older students who should be taking more of a handle on their own learning at this sort of stage. It might not be that relevant for really quite older children, for example secondary, although I have worked with a couple of secondary schools and they've loved it because they forget about the whole sort of avatar thing, they're not that interested in it. But what they do like is the competition element, seeing how many points they can get compared to their friends, for example, and trying to outdo each other in terms of general positivity. Hopefully I think this should have been a helpful insight into Class Dojo and how I use Class Dojo in my school. If it's something that you're interested in, just visit www.classdojo.com. It's free, so you've got nothing to lose, and it's up to you really how far you take it. But yeah, I love Class Dojo. I think it's been brilliant for my year 1 and 2s, and for those guys that need a behaviour policy all the time, straight in on there. Really useful.